What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and this is the first smartphone video of 2026. It is the new Honor Magic 8 Pro. And after having a lot of experience with Honor smartphones over the years, we've been able to see the leading edge of camera technology, hardware, AI, while also enjoying other parts of their entire lineup, from foldable phones, flip phones, collaborations with Porsche, and more. So this is the first phone we're checking out, and it seems like every year there is a different trend and focus. Some years are focused on photography, zoom photography, AI, but this year we're trying to see what stands out, and this is a smartphone that not only has a dedicated AI button that is good for not only daily use, but for photography. In addition to that though, you also have an amazing triple camera setup that really emphasizes the abilities of zoom cameras, especially in a nighttime setting. Pretty much every single flagship level smartphone nowadays can capture a clean image in optimal settings, many of which are also able to do so in a nighttime setting. We've seen that come a very long way, and it's nothing new. But this phone really focuses on being able to do that at an extreme zoom range. And I want to give a huge thanks to Honor for sponsoring this video. So beginning with the hardware, it looks pretty familiar. You have a circular design on the back with some fine details along the edges and a metal side as well. Very high quality, easily holdable in the hand. Round edges, so at the same time you do feel like that comfort as well. And the display has the small island on the front. It is also an extremely durable phone from a hardware standpoint. You've got an IP68, 69, and 69K rated water and dust resistance. In terms of colors, it's available in sunrise gold, sky cyan, and black. And it's a design that has worked for Honor in the past. When it comes to buttons though, right where your thumb is naturally placed, you have a button that is dedicated to AI, and being able to take advantage of some of the best productivity and photography tools that Honor has been working on for quite a while. Last year, when we were at MWC 2025, it was actually our first real world use case of AI agent. Being able to have it book a restaurant for us in Barcelona, being completely hands-off, was a pretty cool experience, but that just continues to progress. When it comes to the display, it is a 6.71-inch OLED screen that has 10-bit color, DCI-P3 color gamut, 6,000 nits of peak HDR brightness with 1,800 nits sustained. All that with a 120 Hz refresh rate, making it one of the brightest peak brightness displays on the market for consuming multimedia, but also when you're just out and about trying to use the camera, frame up your photo, and I also find the screen size to be very comfortable as well. As for the specs, it features the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, which is a 3nm architecture, 12 GB of RAM, and Android 16 with Magic OS 10, making it Honor's ultimate AI flagship phone. This new generation of Snapdragon processors really focuses on efficiency, but also on-device AI processing. Not only is it 30% more efficient than the previous generation, but when it comes to compute power, when you really need it for gaming, AI, and so on, having that be able to support it on device through the CPU, GPU, and the NPU is really what can make a powerful device in 2026. And this device has a ton of AI features built in. Some of the productivity features include integrated Google Gemini, and with Honor AI, you have AI screen suggestions, AI settings agent, AI photos agent, and when it comes to safety, AI deepfake detection, AI voice cloning detection, and I also really enjoy the cross-platform compatibility that Honor has embraced by being able to transfer files seamlessly, whether you have a Mac, different type of laptop, and just having the ability to send all of the photos within your ecosystem instead of being locked into one. The performance of the smartphones of this caliber have always been very good, to a point where it isn't really distinguishable. Where you really do see a difference though is in the AI processing speeds. Some smartphones are able to do that better than others, and that does come down to the software and the hardware optimization of the OEMs. But in this case, AI features are nothing new to Honor smartphones, and instead have taken that to the next level with improvements in the software, but also thanks to the latest and greatest Gen 5 chips. Moving on to the camera, you have a triple setup. You have a 200 megapixel telephoto camera that is able to shoot at a 3.7x optical, and that is about 88 millimeters, and it has an f-stop of 2.6 and OIS. It features a larger 1 and 1.4 of an inch sensor, which is able to let in more light for low light photos, but with a 200 megapixel resolution paired with AI, you're able to reach incredible zoom levels and do that at night, as you're going to see from some of the samples here. The Magic 8 Pro also achieves the industry's most stable SEPA 5.5 level, which is actually 7 times more likely to produce a great zoomed in image without a tripod or gimbal, which is key in low light imagery. When it comes to the 50 megapixel ultra night main camera, it is a 50 megapixel f1.6 with OIS that is able to specialize in taking night portraits that are clean, sharp, accurate, but also balanced in color as well. The ultra-wide camera is also 50 megapixels with an f2.0 aperture, so all around, they've been able to give you a practical megapixel count to capture images in great detail while still giving you room to crop, but with the 200 megapixel ultra night zoom camera, that is able to allow you to zoom really far away even at night, and on the front, you also have a 50 megapixel camera there as well. Taking a look at some of the samples right here, you can see some of the images that we've zoomed in from a very far distance at night and just how much detail it was able to get. Thanks to the high resolution and the AI optimization, you have a very clean end result. And just a few years ago, night images were good on main cameras, but now you have that same quality expectation all across the board. When it comes to AI features, the Honor AI Image Camera System includes features such as moving photo, AI super zoom, and motion sense and capture that is all working while the camera is just in action and you're taking your photos. But in addition to that, when it comes to editing, some of the familiar features that I've really enjoyed over the years include the AI upscaling, which is able to upscale not only images that you've taken on the Honor phone, but any image. AI outpainting, if you need to expand the image or turn like a horizontal one into a vertical one. Magic color. The AI eraser, which is able to erase people or objects and distractions out of the frame, as well as AI cutout, being able to select certain objects or things and copy and paste it onto a scrapbook, an email, or a text message. Here's also an example of the AI Photos agent where we have commands such as eliminating pedestrians, extending the photo, being able to verify the quality of the edit, and checking for clean fill and accurate tone alignment as well. And again, the most impressive thing is that it is all available in your fingertips on your smartphone. You don't have to transfer it over to your computer, use any sort of external platform, but instead, it's all done straight from your phone. The battery life is also a strong point on this device. You have a 6,270 milliamp hour battery on the global model and over 7,000 milliamp hours on the Chinese model. But on top of that, you have 100 watts of wired charging capability and 80 watts of wireless charging capability. So no matter which method you decide to charge your device with, it is able to do so extremely fast. So now let's go ahead and compare some of the things between the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and the Honor Magic 8 Pro. For starters, when it comes to screen brightness, the Honor Magic 8 Pro is able to reach 6,000 nits in HDR and 1,800 global, but on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, it is only able to reach a max of 2,000 nits. The camera, on the other hand, is one that you're able to objectively compare side by side. The Honor Magic 8 Pro features a 200 megapixel ultra night telephoto camera with an f2.6 aperture and OIS, while the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra has a 10 megapixel f2.4 telephoto camera. And when you take a look at the side-by-side images of what each one was able to do, you can see the difference right there. The main camera, on the other hand, of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is a 50 megapixel f3.4 aperture, whereas on the Honor Magic 8 Pro, it is a 50 megapixel sensor with an f1.6 aperture. Here are some of the side-by-side examples of that. The ultra-wide camera, on the other hand, is 50 megapixels at an f2.0 aperture on the Honor Magic 8 Pro, whereas on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, it is a 50 megapixel f1.9. But the biggest difference is in the sensor size, and that especially counts when it comes to the low light situations. Another area where there is quite a big difference is the battery size and life. When it comes to the battery, the Samsung Galaxy has a size of 5,000 milliamp hours, whereas the Honor Magic 8 Pro has a 6,270 milliamp hour battery, but the biggest difference here is when it comes to the charging speed. The Honor is able to hit an impressive 100 watts wired, whereas the Galaxy is only 45 watts. On the Honor phone, the wireless charging hits 80 watts, and on the Galaxy, it is just 15 watts. And so the fact that you can charge the Honor faster than the Galaxy wireless compared to wired is pretty impressive alone. And so it is a very well-rounded phone at the end of the day. With this smartphone race, there just continues to be boundaries that are pushed in all different directions, both in terms of screen brightness, battery life, AI, the amount of power, and in terms of the cameras. You've never been able to do more on your smartphone than before. And after a few years where I felt like the industry was getting a little bit boring, the whole wave of AI features has not only been a bit overwhelming, but it's also been impressive to see as well as to how we can make our smartphones work for us, whether it's for daily life or for general productivity and creation. The ultra zoom camera at the end of the day is impressive. The stabilization that has been built in, the optimization, but also the use of cameras, I think is one that can be very useful for the general audience. Certain smartphones with the super zooms and stuff are more for professionals out there who are looking to get more out of a smartphone. But if you're just like an everyday user, I would say the camera setup is very balanced on this device and you have a very solid lineup across the board. As always, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one, as well as this very exciting year of smartphone releases in 2026.